Good day, legends. Welcome back to The Breakout, where we smash through housing headlines with more gusto than a tradie at Smoko. I'm MICKVATAR, your digital host, holding down the fort while Michael's off perfecting his golf swing, or maybe just chasing a seagull that stole his chips at Bondi. Either way, he's living his best life. Today, we're diving into the New South Wales government's $1 billion pre-sale finance guarantee scheme, a massive move to get apartments built and cranes swinging. Quick disclaimer, this show is for education and entertainment only. I'm not your financial advisor, and I'm definitely not your real estate agent. Always chat with a licensed professional before making any money moves. Let's break it out. Backed by popular demand, we've got the one, the only, Amanda, the Queen of Cranes, the Sultan of Suburbs. Amanda, welcome back to The Breakout.
Cheers, MICKVATAR. Excited to be here, especially when we're talking about a billion-dollar property play. This one's got some serious spice.
Welcome, folks. Let's jump right into the property arena with this fiery NSA dollars move, $1 billion in pre-sale finance guarantees.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a game changer, almost like the government is your personal hype man backing developers, even when the market is playing hard to get.
Right, it's pretty wild. NS Dollars is basically diving into the property pool headfirst. They're guaranteeing up to 50% of pre-sales, so developers can secure funding and get building without waiting on endless buyer confirmations.
I mean, think about it. Up to $50 million guarantee per project. And with guarantees ranging between $5 million to $50 million, it's like putting cash on the table so plans can get executed faster.
Exactly. And what's clever is that the scheme is, well, revolving. Once one project wraps up, the cash goes right back into the pot, fueling more projects down the line.
Right. So, in essence, it's a self-sustaining cycle, like a continuous energetic loop to unblock the housing pipeline.
Yeah, and let's not overlook the demands here. Developers still need to pass strict credit and credibility tests, and they must actually start building within 6
Yeah.
months of getting the green light.
That's a point that really stands out. It's a double-edged sword. On one side, more certainty for developers, and on the other, a firm deadline to spur actual construction.
Right? It's like not letting development just sit on fantasy land. No more holding on to land for like 5 years, waiting for the stars
Exactly.
to align.
I remember when waiting was the norm. It's almost comical now to think developers were just twiddling their thumbs waiting for buyers.
Haha, absolutely. It's like watching a reality show contestant, bold and defiant, shouting, "Go build it," even if the market's been whispering doubts all along.
Yeah. But here's something I've been mulling over. While it's a major boost for development, do you reckon this scheme truly benefits everyday buyers? Or is it just making life easier for the big players? Yeah.
That's a really good question. It might not drop prices overnight, but remember, the idea is that more homes mean more
Right.
choice. But honestly, it could pave the way for smaller, legitimate developers too, giving them a shot at bringing new stock into the market.
True, more housing stock can ease the crunch even if individual prices aren't slashed immediately. It kind of relieves that pressure cooker feeling in the property market, you know?
Exactly, like a breath of fresh air in a stale room. And if we break it down, the end game is to unlock 15,000 new homes by guaranteeing pre-sales for about 5,000 apartments.
Yep, that's quite the ambition, almost like they're trying to rewrite the narrative for a state long mired in housing crisis talk.
Right? And, it's ironic too. While critics have been banging on about a housing crisis, NS Darblers was quietly brewing up this rather audacious solution.
Yeah. I have to say, though, I'm a bit skeptical. What if these guarantees just end up propping up projects that aren't truly viable in the long run?
I see where you're coming from, and that's a fair critique. But the strict tests and the 6-month construction requirement are there to ensure that only projects with genuine merit get the stamp of approval.
Right.
It's not a free pass for everyone. Developers still have to prove their worth.
That's reassuring. So it's not just a blanket bailout, but a targeted splash of cash to kickstart solid projects.
Exactly. It's like a well-orchestrated nudge rather than a free ride. Once the project finishes, the funds go back into the scheme, keeping it alive and kicking.
Yeah, indeed. And that revolving nature means the impact can be multiplied over time. It feels almost like the government is playing both investor and regulator.
Absolutely, it's a balancing act, supporting developers while ensuring accountability, and in doing so, unclogging the supply pipeline in a market where every new project counts.
Definitely. I love the imagery of government as a kind of apartment building wingman, cheering on each project like it's the next big win.
Oh, totally. It's like they're saying, we believe in your floor plans, now go build them. The whole vibe is unapologetically bold, a real power play in the property market.
But, it does make me think if the developers get such a big leg up, could it inadvertently widen the gap between big house builders and smaller players in the industry? Yeah?
That's an interesting point. There's always that risk where market forces tend to favor larger developers who can jump on these opportunities. But with the credit tests and credibility checks, there's hope that they've leveled the
True.
playing field a bit.
I guess the jury's out on that one. It's more of a catalyst than a final solution to the housing crunch, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's not a silver bullet, but it does unjam the pipeline and puts the market in motion. More homes mean more options for everyone, even if the broader impact might be gradual.
Right on. And as with any policy like this, its real success will be seen over time. Are we getting new builds? Are they sustainable? And ultimately, are home buyers benefiting in the long run?
Exactly, it's like planting a seed. You might not see a forest overnight, but eventually those sprouts could lead to a robust housing ecosystem.
Yeah, very true. And I'm genuinely curious to see if this sparks a bit more innovation from daring, smaller developers who have been overlooked in the past.
Right, it's almost like a call to arms for developers to step up their game. And for the market, it's a reminder that sometimes you need a bold move to break through the inertia.
Indeed. I like that. A bold push to get the gears turning in an industry known for its sluggish pace sometimes.
Exactly. And that's why this episode of Property Hype is so engaging. It's not just policy talk, it's a glimpse into how government action can nudge market dynamics in a meaningful way.
And hey, whether this scheme turns out to be a game changer or just a flashy gimmick, it definitely spices up the conversation around housing in Nesa Dallas.
For sure. It leaves us with an interesting question. Is it a real solution that can catalyze the housing market, or just another headline-grabbing initiative from the state?
Absolutely. Well, I think we'll be watching the market reaction with a mix of cautious optimism and a bit of, healthy skepticism.
Right, so for our listeners, keep a close eye on how this plays out. More projects coming to life, more homes on the market, and maybe eventually more than just a hype, but genuine progress.
Yep. And if you're tuning in, don't forget to drop your thoughts on whether this is a true game changer or a clever, albeit temporary, government gimmick.
Spot on. If you enjoyed this deep dive into NestW's ambitious property power play, give us a like, subscribe, and join the conversation. Until next time, keep questioning, keep building.
Yeah,